When I tell people I eat 160 grams of protein every day, their jaws usually drop in disbelief, or maybe a little judgment. I usually get questions like, why do you eat so much protein? That's more than you can digest at one time. You don't need that much. How do you not feel stuffed? And so on. So if you're watching this video, you probably already know you need to eat more protein, but you're wondering how and why to do it. So let's talk about why protein is important. It is so much more than just a post-workout blast to the muscles for meathead bodybuilders.
Just doing my workout.
The truth is, no matter how old you are, what you're doing on your daily basis, how much you're working out, or what your goals are, you need protein. So there's really 3 reasons why everybody needs protein. 1, maintain lean muscle mass. 2, stop hunger and snacking. And 3, strong bones. The value of maintaining lean muscle mass is that you actually burn more calories when you have more muscle on your body. That means you have a higher metabolism just by having lean muscle mass. Plus, you get the benefit of having that lean, slim, toned look. And ladies, I know a lot of us worry about having too much protein and starting to look bulky like a man. We don't have the hormones for that. That's not going to be the case with us. So number 2 is very important if you find yourself snacking all the time because you just never seem to be full.
Boat snack!
But protein keeps you fuller longer because it takes longer to digest. And number 3, strong bones is very important, especially as we age, because the older you get, the less dense your bones are, and you tend to be prone to having fractures. And us women are much more likely to suffer from hip fractures as we age, so having more protein will help us reduce that risk. Simply by eating protein, it improves the strength and the density of our bones. Yes, calcium is important, but protein makes up for about half of our bone volume. All right, so just eat more protein, right? Well, it's actually a little bit trickier than that because there are so many more carbs and fats in the typical American diet than protein. So how do you eat enough protein without overdoing carbs and fats?
What's the secret, huh? Protein shakes.
Well, after eating 160 grams of protein every day for the past 6 months, I found that you can actually make some small changes here and there to pretty easily hit your protein goals. I have found that protein supplements do help me hit my protein goals and allow it so I don't go over in carbs and fats, but not all protein powders are created equally. So there is some controversy over how many grams of protein you can actually absorb in one meal. Well, it turns out a 2009 study on digestion and absorption found healthy humans can absorb virtually all ingested protein. So this study is talking about absorption, which is really just the passage of nutrients through the gut and then into the circulation of blood. So absorption really isn't the problem here because you can eat a virtually unlimited amount of protein and still have it be absorbed. But what I think people mean when they say this is that they're wondering if the protein that you're eating, the 30 to 40 grams in one meal, anything excess of that is gonna not go to actual protein synthesis for the muscle and instead is just gonna go to waste. So the people that follow this line of thinking tend to prefer to spread out their protein throughout 5 to 6 meals during the day. And this is supported by a 2018 study by Schoenfeld and Aragon on this exact topic. But I think it's important to note that the subjects in this study were taking fast digesting proteins instead of having it within a meal and other macronutrients that would slow down the digestion. And so that means that adding in slower digesting foods and protein sources would theoretically increase your time of digestion and make it so that you're actually synthesizing that protein longer. So after reviewing the literature, I'm finding that there really isn't a decisive answer on how much protein you can actually digest, absorb, and synthesize within a certain sitting. But there's also research that shows that the amount you're actually synthesizing has a lot of variability on things like your age, your size, and your training. And personally, I would rather err on the side of more protein than not because protein has a higher thermogenic effect of food so that when you're actually digesting it, you burn more calories. So why not burn more calories when you're having your food? So overall, to me, what seems clear is that it's more important to hit your total numbers for the day than to worry too much about nutrient timing and what you have in a specific meal. So how much protein do you need to reach your goals? Check out this video and I'll help you figure that out.